perfect moment.
Staff Sergeant Anthony Wagner returning from Afghanistan. His kids on the board crying when they had a video message, had no idea he was here. And then that.
This father's love and his children's joy captured at the Cleveland Browns game on Sunday.
There's no way to describe it. It's the best feeling in the world. My eyes were just watering before I even got out of the tunnel. I really couldn't even see them. I just knew they were somewhere around.
Staff Sergeant Anthony Wagner reunited with his daughter Jalen and son Austin after being away for 9 months. This soldier has been serving in Afghanistan.
The best gift that the Browns and my husband could have ever done for them, because he's been gone so much, 4 years out of their lives.
In fact, the game, despite the loss to the Bengals, will likely go down in history for the Wagners because of this emotion summed up best by Jalen.
I was very happy.
The staff sergeant says he worked with the Cleveland Browns Foundation for months to plan this out, and what the Wagners got was a win, even if their team didn't.
It was really an honor. Just for them to go ahead and do this for me and my family was truly amazing.
And they've got the footage to prove it.
Thank you for your service, and what a wonderful scene here in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, Allison Brown, Fox 8 News.
The men and women of the 1220th returned home Friday after 8 months in Afghanistan. As the soldiers and their families reunited, one military wife was hard at work planning a holiday surprise. The McCalls always bring their daughters to Bass Pro and Broken Arrow for a picture with Santa. This year, the girls thought their dad, Specialist Scott McCall, wouldn't be with them until...
When we found out that it was going to be right before Christmas, we come up here every year to do pictures with Santa, and it was perfect to do it here and this time.
Megan McCall is Scott's wife. She pulled her children out of school early to make the surprise happen.
No, even though I've known for a while, it's the most amazing thing.
It's amazing. I miss him a lot, and I'm just speechless, I suppose.
On behalf of Soldier's Wish, we wanted to welcome you home, say thank you for your service.
The family was also given a $1,000 gift certificate to Bass Pro Shops from Soldier's Wish.
It's hard, but you just kind of deal with it and get it done so you can get back to your family.
Tony Russell, News on 6.
What began as a school assembly at Trinity Christian in Apopka ended with a special surprise. Army Specialist Kelvin Medina was on a mission today to surprise his 4-year-old Cameron. School leaders, loved ones, even Cameron's pre-K class all helped. Medina hasn't seen his family in 6 months and wasn't due home until March.
I'm good. It's good to be home.
Tonight, Daddy will meet his daughter.
I'm excited, nervous and excited.
His wife, Kristen, gave birth to Kennedy a week ago. She was 2 months premature.
I was pregnant and I was having complications. I was in the hospital for 40 days, and we did an emergency Red Cross to get him home.
Medina's home for a month, then back to Afghanistan, continuing his 3rd tour.
It's hard. You get used to it, but it's really hard, especially when things like this happen in life.
But tonight, the family has a real treat, celebrating Halloween.
I'm gonna be a shark.
But first things first.
Probably go buy him some toys.
I think my husband wants to go eat at Chick-fil-A.
In Apopka, Kimberly Wiggins, Fox 35 News.
A father nervously waiting in the wings, his teenage son on the other side of the door with no clue the two are about to be reunited after nearly 9 months. At the school assembly, Tony Montgomery thought he was getting an award for having a parent in the military.
Does anybody see anyone that looks like they might have come back from Afghanistan?
Hey, bud.
The surprise reunion was actually weeks in the making. Sergeant Joshua Montgomery had been Skyping ahead of time with Tony's classmates.
To hear him over the computer after being over there and just hearing ourselves for so long, it was amazing.
And to thank the school for its support, he presented the principal with an American flag.
We flew it for the whole month of September. And it's signed by my commander and it's signed by my first sergeant. In appreciation for Veterans Day.
Sergeant Montgomery also presented his son with a military coin for a job well done as the man of the house in his absence.
This is probably going to be like the best Christmas I've ever had, because it was going to kind of be just me and my sisters, but now my dad's home.
Surprise! Come here. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Army Specialist Larius Cleveland flew in from Germany last night. He's been overseas since June of 2013, including a 9-month tour in Afghanistan.
Mom, okay.
Now he's waiting to surprise his son LJ at Forest Park Elementary School as his class heads to the cafeteria for lunch. The first grader seems to be in shock at first.
What's up, man?
It was an emotional reunion for the pair who haven't seen each other in person in months.
It's really hard. It's hard to explain to him why he can't be here, because I know he understands, but he's 6, so he still wants him here.
I know I'm doing a good thing, serving for my country. So, it's a sacrifice that I made that I don't regret, but it is difficult when I miss important events, important things.
But this year, Cleveland gets to be home for Christmas.
I just wanted to surprise him for Christmas because I missed last year and it was kind of hard on him.
The family has 2 weeks together, and LJ has big plans for his dad.
Going to the mall, getting new shoes, and going outside to play.
LJ says he was shocked to see his dad at school today.
It's really awesome that he came all the way from Germany for me for Christmas. I couldn't do anything without him.
And there's no need for Santa to bring any presents this year.
This is the only thing I want for Christmas.
In Kannapolis, Caroline Vandergriff, Time Warner Cable News.
It was a very special day for one Bentonville elementary student. New tonight, 5 News reporter Austin Reed brings us the story of a surprise visit which will create lifelong memories.
Staff Sergeant Tim Downing is back home in Northwest Arkansas today after an 8-month tour in Afghanistan.
We left early last June. We had a joint mission. Our job was just to go help with different special operations units and just kind of beef up the numbers.
Today, Sergeant Downing headed to an assembly at his daughter's school to surprise her.
Been looking forward to it, and I miss her a lot.
I think it's going to be more of a memory that she'll have than just being around everyone else's whose dads all come home at the same time, I think.
Grace, Downing's daughter, had no idea he was on U.S. soil. Grace is a kindergartner at Mary Mo Jones Elementary, and now that Dad's home, he says the two have big plans.
Yeah, we already made a date a few months ago whenever I got back, and I was going to pick her up. We were going to go to Build-A-Bear, and then we're going to eat a whole bunch of oatmeal, and then she saved me a Valentine's Day brownie, and I'm going to eat that.
This should go in my box.
What is that doing out here?
Downing says deployment is very hard, especially when a parent has to leave a child behind.
She's not ordinary. She's very special, so we want to make it as special as we could for her.
In Bentonville, Austin Reed, 5 News.
The soldier will likely be deployed to Germany later this year, but this time, Grace and his wife Michelle will join him.
This is McKinley. She thinks she's here because she was chosen to introduce the ringmaster.
I don't think it's that much of a big deal.
Oh, but that is about to change.
There are certain things this crowd expects from the circus, the clowns, the animals, the acrobats, but they're about to see something unexpected. And it all centers around 10-year-old McKinley right there in center ring.
She takes the mic.
San Antonio, are you ready?
And the ringmaster arrives, but with something else in mind.
Joining us upon his return from a year-long tour of duty in Afghanistan.
And from behind the curtain, there he is. Finally home after a year in Afghanistan.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too. She always loved watching the homecoming shows, and so I wanted to surprise her that way.
I literally was like, wow, what is happening?
This is Ken's third return from deployments, but this homecoming and on Independence Day is unlike any other.
After everything that I've done and everything that we do for the country and the sacrifices my wife and her make for us, to be able to give that moment to her, it's just amazing.
I just want to be with them.
Myra Arthur, KSAT 12 News.
Now, Ken, that's sweet. Ken and his family asked that we not air their last name or his rank for security reasons.
Well, let's see. Let's check it out. Mystery people, would you come out, please?
Yeah. I told you I could hold. I promised you. You knew it was me. You know it was Mama.